Director Fotheringham,
Here.
Director Gettle,
Here.
Director Jackson,
Here.
Director Kegley,
Here.
Director McCowman,
Here.
Director Perry, Director Pignon,
Here.
Director Prokopis, Director Schaefer.
Here.
Okay, that is all of us. We have a quorum and can proceed. Our second item on the agenda is public comment. Is there anyone here in the audience who would like to give public comment? Seeing no movement, is there anyone online wishing to give public comment? Okay, we're not seeing any. We'll move on then. We have a few introductions to do today. Pretty exciting stuff. The first introduction of the new Magna Precinct Chief. Chief Jason Mazarin will let us know about this. And I like how the name is not on the agenda, so some of us are in suspense right now.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's good to see all of you. Mayors and board members and council members. Okay. So we went through a process. As you know, Chief Del Craig is retiring this weekend. We want to wish him the best as he moves forward and with the rest of his next adventure. And like I said, we wish him the best. We went through a selection process for the new Magna Chief. Some of you participated in that. In fact, a couple of our board members did. And we appreciate that. We had 6 really good candidates. It was a difficult process, difficult choice. But at the end of the day, what was decided is to select Lieutenant Chris Benedict as the next Magna Chief. Come on. Oh, there you are. Come on, okay, Chris. So I have absolute confidence in Chris. He's hit the ground running already. He's doing a lot of great things, and he will be leading the policing efforts in both Magna and Copperton, and he's going to do a great job. He also selected, as you know, he was the executive officer, but he selected Lieutenant Paul Barker, a very tenured member of the department and well-respected. So we've got a really solid team out there to move things forward. So with that, I don't know if you want to say anything, Chris, real quick. Sure. I think you should.
Yeah, absolutely. Directors and chair, I just thanks for the opportunity. As Mazarin said, I'm going to be overseeing Magna and Copperton, but really I'm going to be working with all of you. The executive team here, we work as a team to serve every community, and I'm excited to be part of the process and the direction UPD is going and being part of the momentum we're in right now. So thanks for the trust to the council members that selected me, and to all of you. I look forward to working with you.
So with that being submitted, this is an action item. I submit it to the board for your approval as per the policy.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Any questions or comments from the board?
Mr. Chair, I would like to take a minute to thank all 6 candidates that applied. We had some great applicants. It was a very tough decision. I do like where we're headed with leadership, both at the lieutenant rank and above. But I do want to thank all of them and congratulate Chris. So thank you.
Okay, if there are no other comments, is an action item if anyone would like to make a motion.
Steve.
Everybody's waiting on Steve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I'm also an aye, so congratulations, Chief. Welcome aboard.
Congrats. Awesome. And while we're at it, please put these on before you leave the meeting today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Getting tired of the butter bars. All right.
Okay, we'll move on then. Action item 4, introduction of the new Human Resources Director. As much as we've loved having Harry in that role for the past few months, we think we decided to pick someone more permanent. So, Chief Maz.
That is true. We've actually our HR team has done a good job. You know, when you lose your HR director and then there's kind of a scramble, but they've really filled in the gaps, done a great job, including hairy where needed. But yeah, we're really excited to finally have an HR director back on board. I've talked to you about this a few times, and so she starts on Monday, but I wanted to introduce you to her today. Again, we went through a pretty rigorous selection process. We had over 50 candidates, and then we narrowed that, it came down to 2. And we even had a second interview and brought both the candidates in, and then they were both excellent, qualified, but the consensus was that Deborah Goff was the right person for the job. So I'm excited to introduce her and have you all meet her, and she will start on Monday. Again, this doesn't require board approval like the CFO or chief legal, but she's going to be a very important part of that executive team. So Deborah, do you want to come up here? She's asked me for 20 minutes to give a speech about human resources and how it interplays with law enforcement. Go ahead. Oh, introduce
Love to
yourself,
hear
please.
that. Hi, thank you so much for having me here. I'm really excited to come to work at the Unified Police Department. I'm really grateful that I was selected and I got to meet the chief. He's really he was what sold it to me, honestly, to be able to work alongside him. So I'm really excited to be able to bring my knowledge and experience and expertise to help the UPD continue to meet its goals and find success. Thank you.
Any questions on that?
Congratulations, Deborah. We look forward to working with you. I know it's a very vital role for this organization. So congrats. Okay, we'll move on then to our next agenda item, UPD update and second quarter 2026 statistics. Chief Mazarin.
Yeah, let me hit on the stats real quick. So like I told you, we're going to present quarterly statistics. We already gave you January through March in your package. You're going to have all the way through the second quarter. The only issue is the stats are there, but they're not quite complete. And this is due to the IT transition. This is why I didn't bring them in last month, is because this is a massive project and we're doing it phases and building on that. And so we weren't able to get all our stats yet, but our analyst will probably have that. Where's Dwayne? I think we'll probably have that ready to go by next quarter.
He's on the top of my list.
Beautiful. So, but anyway, we wanted to give you what we had because I think it's important that you see the work we're doing and kind of get an idea of how that's coming along. So that's your stats real quick. All right. Lots of things to discuss. I'll tell you some of the things that have been going on. First off, I just wanted to acknowledge a letter that we got from Sheriff Mike Smith down in Utah County. As many of you have heard or seen on the news, the Tyler Robinson trial is going on. It's created a lot of issues for a lot of people in terms of threats, some threats to the prosecution, defense, to everybody. It's just a mess. Anyway, they were desperately in need of assistance and reached out to a number of agencies, but ours was one of the agencies they reached out to because of the reputation our tactical team has. And so I won't obviously get into the details about how that operations plan was, but they reached out to our team. So we sent them a small contingent and they went down and helped with that. So Sheriff Mike Smith wrote a very nice letter complimenting the UPD and how much he appreciated our assistance with that. And so I just wanted you to be aware of that. Our tactical team's been busy, but they're doing a great job. A couple other things. August 4th, we had a promotion ceremony, which was actually a promotion party. Some of you attended. A lot of fun. Man, when you ask your people to put together a party, they did a great job. We had the 6th floor covered in flags and the national anthem, and we had one of our sergeants speak, and it was really powerful. So a really nice event, promoted a lot of people, and we were happy to see that work. July 31st, we had a huge apartment fire in Midvale, and it's a miracle that nobody got killed in that situation, especially some of the firefighters who were inside when portions of the structure collapsed. So we're just really grateful that nobody died. You know, it's heartbreaking for all those folks to basically just in a blink of an eye lose everything they had. But UFA did a phenomenal job. Our officers did a phenomenal job. And frankly, the city of Midvale did a phenomenal job. You know, at one point we were at where the people were sheltering, and here comes the city manager with a big bag. I'm like, what are you doing? What's that? He went to Target and bought cell phone chargers. And I didn't even think of this, but a lot of people as they're running out of their home, you know, that phone becomes really critical to call family members or get help. But the charger's fried, you know, it's burned up somewhere. And so, I mean, just little things like that go a long way. So I thought Midvale City did an incredible job with that. And obviously that event is still ongoing, really. So I don't know if you have anything to add, Mayor.
No, I did want to thank UPD. I mean, you know, UFA was there for over 30 hours actively fighting a fire. They were on scene for about 5 days. Little flare-ups would happen here and there, but you guys were on the ground as well. Very busy roadway that needed to be closed down for several days. Also, the building needed to be secured. One thing afterwards, there were also several units. You have to imagine a person who takes advantage of someone in this situation, and there were a couple of units that were ransacked or robbed. And I know the people that I spoke to who made reports with UPD said that your folks have been phenomenal in helping them with that. So just from beginning, and as you said, it continues today. We're finding even more resources for folks who really need them, and just wanted to make sure we always thank fire during a fire event, but you guys were there as well, and appreciate all that you do.
You bet. Thank you, Mayor. As many of you heard, August 17th in Kearns, we had a gang-related shooting. Very unfortunate. Just to be honest with you, you know, these things seem to happen at these events. I've tried to explain to some people this: when you have gang-on-gang violence, it's not a normal event. It has different dynamics attached to it than you'd see in other shootings. So it can get trying to manage those events, and then there's always fallout after, i.e. retaliation, those types of things. So but we had a phenomenal response, not only from our department, from many other departments, the Metro Gang Unit, Salt Lake City Gang Unit. I mean, there was a real incredible response, not only to the site itself out in Kearns, but then as the victims are going to the same hospital, what happens is all of the families and gang members show up at that hospital, and now you have that intermixing again, which there's tension, there's fights. So, you know, some conflict broke out at the hospital, so we had to rush in and deal with that. And essentially the hospital locked down for a short period, but then because it's a trauma one center, we worked with the hospital administration, Intermountain Health. Those relationships are fantastic, and they were very grateful for the help so that we could get trauma patients in and out of the hospital, people discharged from the hospital, get Life Flight to be able to land, and try to minimize the interruption of that. All the meantime, trying to manage the people there and make sure we didn't have another shooting or another fight at the hospital. So, but I'm really proud of our special operations folks and their efforts there. And I'm really proud of our investigators. They swooped in on that thing and figured out what was what. You got to remember, folks aren't always cooperative on these types of events. So, but they got in there and they figured out what was what and who was who, and took care of business. Got those folks extracted out of the community and either booked or they're still at the hospital. So, but now we are at the hospital because those are our persons in our custody. So we've been there for the last 2 days. We'll be there today and possibly up to next Tuesday until they're released and can be booked into jail. So again, we have a lot of resources. So we just don't deal with the event and then go home. We can deal with, you know, elongated, prolonged events. So appreciate everybody who helped with that. Couple final things. We started with the lieutenant testing. And by the way, while I'm talking about Metro gangs, I wanted to recognize, so we're members of the Metro Gang Unit, and that's a really important task force, a really important relationship. But I want to particularly point out Detective Omar Flores. I think there's about 8 full-time people, and our department chose to have somebody full-time because of the resource that is. But, I've got a list here of crimes and violent crimes and search warrants and homicides and all the stuff that he's doing with that Metro Gang Unit. And he's an excellent detective and always has been for UPD. And he's doing a great job and really representing us well in that task force. So I wanted to have a shout out for him. We've started the lieutenant's test. We've run the lieutenant's test list dry. The sergeant's list is gone because of all the movement change we've had. So we're trying to get those tests out so we can get new lists. And so the lieutenants are testing right now, and they should finish that process today. We are also in the process, now that we've gone through the budget, doing the audit, and that has started. And Debbie and her team are working on that. And then the Citizens Academy starts Wednesday, September 16th. I know some of you are signed up for it. If any of you want to participate, it's a really good program to kind of help you understand the policing services you're getting. And that's about all I have, unless anyone has a question for me.
Any questions for the chief?
I got something. I would
Yes,
just
sir.
want to recognize UPD for, thank you for the hard work you guys did in the shooting here in Kearns. I know you guys really got the citizens of Kearns to tone it down and feel comfortable and relaxed with your presence. So I just want to give you guys a shout out and say thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you, chief.
Thank you.
We'll move on then to our next agenda item, acceptance of donations. And you guessed it, Chief Mazarin will be here.
Donations. Our usual donation, love these folks. Jerry Garrett wrote a check for $100 for the Midvale precinct. And they are very kind people that keep doing that, and we really appreciate and recognize them.
Hey, thank you, chief. I think I need to take Mr. Garrett out to lunch at some point.
Yeah, no kidding,
Um,
for sure.
We appreciate him. Is there a motion to approve those donations?
Motion to approve the donation.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, I'm also an aye. That passes unanimously. I'll move on then. One more item, approval of July 16, 2026 UPD board minutes. Those minutes are submitted in the packet. Is there a motion to approve them?
Motion to approve the July 16th, 2026 board meeting minutes as submitted.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I'm also an aye. That passes unanimously. Just a reminder of some upcoming meetings. We have a finance committee meeting on Wednesday, September 9th. That'll be 9 a.m. right here at Mill Creek Precinct. I think the air will be working perfectly by then, hopefully.
I'm sure it will be.
Okay, awesome. Then we have our September board meeting on Thursday, September 7th, 9 a.m. right here in Mill Creek City Hall.
September 17th.
September 17th, sorry about that. And that's it for upcoming meetings. I don't think we have a closed session today.
Can I make just one announcement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of you may or may not know, but our parking garage is now complete. So when you come to meetings here at Mill Creek City Hall, you are welcome to park in the parking garage. The first floor level is just a short-term parking, so plenty of time for these meetings. So if you park there and come in, no problem, and just enjoy being out of the dirt and dust and heat. And also, Thirst is open downstairs, and I have coupons if anybody wants to stop for a drink on your way out. That's it. So the entrance to the parking garage is here on Chambers, and you'll see two entrances. The first one is a secure entrance. It's not gated yet, but it will be a secure entrance for UPD and city vehicles, city employees. And then the second main entrance is just farther to the west. And they will be signed, but the signage is not all up yet, but you're welcome to park there.
Okay, thank you. Any other business from any board member? Seeing none, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, we are adjourned, everyone.